The street outside lay empty under sodium lamps, their orange glow pooled low, barely touching the sidewalk. Wind moved close to the ground, brushing litter in small circles. Stellan pushed through the heavy glass door into the lobby. It swung shut with a soft pneumatic sigh, sealing the night behind. Emergency lights only, pale orange rectangles on the floor tiles. Tiles cool and smooth under shoes, each step leaving a faint echo that died quick. Elevator doors stood already parted, waiting in dimmer light than lobby, interior bulb weak, almost ember. Panel glowed soft, numbers etched shallow in metal. Stellan pressed 7. The button lit with a tiny click. Steady red. Door slid shut smooth, rubber seal hissing low and even. The car lifted gradual. Cables overhead whispered a thin, metallic song, steady, never loud. Floor indicator ticked. At 4, the car reached to rest. No ding sounded, just gentle settling, like breath held, then released. Doors parted slow, inch by inch. Hallway stretched long and narrow ahead. Carpet runner once blue, now faded in the center from years of quiet footsteps. Walls papered pale, seam showing in the low light like faint lines on skin. A single bulb halfway down the corridor flickered once, brief stutter, then held steady. No other sound from hallway, no doors creaking, open or closing, no distant voices or TVs. Stellan stayed inside the car, back pressed to the wall panel, metal chilled through shit fabric. Back pressed to the wall panel, metal chilled through shirt fabric. The cold seeped slow, grounding. Doors closed again without hurry. Button for 7 remained lit. Ascent resumed, even slower this time. It halted next at 6. Doors opened wider, almost inviting. Same hallway layout as before. But the bulb now glowed steadier, warmer tone, less flicker, more consistent amber. Door at the far end stood, ajar by 3 or 4 inches. Thin strip of yellow light spilled across the carpet, cutting a narrow path. Air drifted in from the corridor, cooler than inside the car, carrying trace dust and old varnish, the smell of closed rooms. Stellan watched the strip of light. No shadow moved across it. No footsteps approached. The strip stayed still. Doors began to slide shut again, slow and deliberate. Stellan stayed out. Car rose once more. This time it bypassed 7 completely. Indicator jumped straight to 8. Stop smooth, almost soft. Doors parted. Hallway looked incident. Hallway looked identical at first. Then the carpet pattern, weave running opposite direction. Subtle reversal noticeable only when eyes lingered. Went above the door's pushed, gentle air current. It brushed Stellan's arm light, barely there. Temperature even, neither cold or warm, just present. Stellan leaned forward slight, hand rested on the door frame, metal smooth, edges rounded from decades of palms. No one visible down the hall, no movement at all. Doors closed quiet, descent started unbidden. Cables sighing overhead, down to 5. Doors revealed hallway with one small addition, ceramic pot against the wall near the elevator. Pot empty, glaze cracked faint in hairline patterns. No plant inside, just shadow pooling at the bottom. Stellan stepped 1 foot out onto the threshold. Firm edge, carpet pile soft under sole, giving slightly. Air smelled of paper left too long in drawer, faint, dry, almost powdery. Then doors moved inward slow. Stellan withdrew foot. Car rose once more. Sequence blurred, gentle after that. Up to 9. Long pause. Hallway empty, but distant clock ticked irregular. One tick every 4 or 5 seconds. Never quite regular. Down to 3. Ceramic pot now held one dry leaf curled at the edge, brown and brittle. Up again. Panel flickered numbers out of expected order. 7 appeared after 2, then 11, a floor the building plans never listed. Each top layered. Another small shift. Mat outside. One apartment door shifted inches left. Overhead light turned warmer, amber or cooler, blue by degrees. Single drip of water echoing far down a corridor pipe. Drop, pause, drop, longer pause. Stellan lowered to the floor of the car, sat across-legged. Walls vibrated, steady with the motor hum. Button panel pulsed, soft glow across knees. Air circulated from ceiling vent, gentle push, gentle pull, rhythmic. Motion soothing in its repetition, never jarring. Later, time loose and uncounted, the elevator descended further than any marked level. Settled at unmarked depth, perhaps sub-basement or lower. Doors opened to the white concrete expanse. Floor cold, slightly gritty under shoes. Single metal chair stood alone in center. Frame rusted light at joints. Cushion fabric worn, thin grey. Stellan walked out slow. Footsteps echoed, flat and low off bare walls. Air thicker hair, temperature steady, not chilling, just enveloping. Chair faced blank concrete wall, No markings, no cracks. Worth noting, Stellan sat, seat gave slighter underweight, elevator doors remained open behind, hum from shaft continued, soft in background, minutes stretched, or hours, car waited patient, from above came faint mechanical sigh, piston exhaling slow, then inhaling. Stellan rose eventually, walked back inside, doors closed gentle, ascent began gradual, almost hesitant. This cycle reversed 10, 9, 8. Static played longer with each loop, snatches of tune clearer, then fuzzier, faded back into white noise hiss. Stellan sat again, back to wall. Vibration traveled up spine steady, comforting. It's okay if your eyes feel heavy. Elevator returned to lobby level, doors wide. Street beyond darker now. Sodium lamps dimmer orange, almost amber. No traffic sound at all. Stellan remained seated on car floor. Doors closed, slow. Upward motion resumed gentle. Patterns softened over many repetitions. Stop further apart. Changes tinier still. Shadows stretched longer by mere centimeter. Draft from vent cooler by single degree. Bulb hum page fraction higher than lower again. Stellan lay back full length on the floor. Linoleum smooth, cool at first, then slowly warming from body heat. Panel lights above dimmed, gradual over time. Floors ticked past unhurried. 4, 6, 5. Each hallway quieter still. One stop showed hallway mirror, reflection of elevator, interior blurred, soft at edges, Stellan's outline softening further. Air conditioner, somewhere deep in building, clicked off final time. Silence deepened layer upon layer. Hours looped endless. Car rose and fell in gentle arcs. Motion became almost imperceptible, sway at highest and lowest points. Stops rare now, sometimes skipped entirely. When doors parted, always held near perfect stillness. Carpet fibers unmoving, bulb steady unchanging glow, dry leaf in pot unmoved by any breath. Radio static returned, intermittent, volume lower each time, more hiss than any music left. Stellan shifted, position slow, knees drawn to the chest for a while, then legs extended flat again. Walls of car held accumulated warmth now. Hum softened to the near breath. Rhythm out, in, out. Ascent slowed, mid shaft eventually. No floor indicator lit anymore. Car paused between levels. No ding. Just settling hum, fading note by note by note. Door stayed closed, interior temperature even perfect, neither warm nor cool, just right. Overhead light dimmed to faint amber glow, no urgency in the air, no announcement ever came. Just one last gentle cycle of air, then quieted. Stellan's breathing synced, slow to the fading rhythm. Building outside remained utterly silent. Night pressed against unseen windows. The car remained suspended there. Lights reduced to bare glow. Hum dissolved completely into background. Texture blended soft. Metal wall smooth. Floor warming. Faint trace carpet scent drifting up from open shaft memory long ago. Motion absent now, stillness complete, air held perfectly steady. The enclosure cradled everything quiet. Later still, deeper into night, car shifted millimeter, tiny correction in the cables, then stillness again, deeper. Panel light pulsed once weak, barely visible, then steady low glow. Stellan turned to the side slow, cheek against cool floor, a warmth from body mat, coolness balanced perfect. No next floor called, no doors ever parted again, just the car in between. Night outside, unchanging, inside, unchanging. The quiet held everything. More time passed. The faint amber light dimmed another shade. Stay air stayed still. Stellan's breath, the only motion left. Slow, slow, slower. Walls seemed closer but soft. Floor, cradle steady. Everything settled. The sound softened further. The movement slows to complete absence. Nothing needs attention anymore. The night stays.